And then you have the esports dominance part, where we're kind of like taking out the most active, the most competitive players, and put them into handpicked elite teams that are really playing for high value prize money and these kind of things. Because when you look at the space right now, play to earn, which obviously is going to be the term still for quite a while, play to earn is not going to be sustainable long term. It was incredible, important. It was great to get this hype going with Axie, and then especially with the Philippines. Everyone was talking about it. All these people that were able to quit their job and make more money while playing, et cetera, et cetera.
Beautiful.
But it's not going to last.
Right.
Eventually, what we're thinking is going to happen is it's going to be play to win, because the prize money that we'll see in this kind of space, it's going to be so huge that anyone from traditional gaming is want to come over just for that prize money. But you're not going to get it just by playing. You're going to get it by playing, being good, and winning. Because I think, like, just take Illuvium. I mean, Illuvium has like a million, 10% of the tokens for prize money, or for in-game yield. A lot of that will probably be prize money. Even in this current dip at $550 value, that means they're sitting on more than $500 million USD worth to pay out.
It's going to be huge to see those prize pools, because once the game launched, like, the Illuvium token's very, it's very fairly valued or undervalued right now. As soon as like V2 staking comes out and all those things come out for Illuvium, and the game launches and the land sale and stuff, and you actually start having these cash tournaments, it could be $1 billion. Like, when you see that headline as a normal person, $1 billion in prizes. Billion, because I mean, the only thing I can remember from game tournaments is like maybe Sword Quest back in the day, when you could actually get like a gold sword or a crown, and that's it.
You just need to look at, like, I mean, the Illuvium token was at 2,000 in early December. This means that the Illuvium team were sitting on $2 billion worth in possible prize money. Obviously, nothing, not even close to that, is going to be paid out in a single tournament.
Correct.
But if you're looking at like high value prize pools, I mean, I think the international is probably one of the biggest ones. In traditional gaming, the Dota 2 one. And I think their total prize money, the highest I remember, and don't quote me on that, is somewhere in the 30-40 million or maybe something. And that's the biggest one there is. Now, if you're sitting on $500 million in the current crash, and which possibly is going to be 1, 2, 3 billion eventually, you can easily dwarf that number in some kind of yearly world championship or whatever. So people will come over just for the prize money.
It's got, in order to make the big flash number, it's got to be 100 million end of the year, or like after, obviously the first year they launch, they make it nice. Then the next year, right, when they have the full year to actually be able to advertise, that's when the end of the year Christmas tournament, or whatever they end up calling it, for any game, any game associated with Palomos or something. But I'm guessing Illuvium right now, in terms of like the big one, that $100 million tournament.
Yeah, I think 2023 we could see that, unless something really crazy happens. And if we don't see it next year somewhere, then certainly 24, 25. By then, the space will be developed enough. Games will be developed enough, good games to begin with, because that's what I mean, I don't want to say hate, but it certainly really, really hurts me to see it so heavily. Is like all these money raising based on NFT sales, like, I don't even care about if it's like a limited sale with 10K. We discussed that already, but just raising money in general based on NFTs so early, and then asking people to wait for you to provide value and utility in like 12 months or whatever. I don't get it. Like, if you have a good concept, if you have an actual value proposition, you are able to raise money even in the current space, like just from investors, from your pre-seed tokens or strategic partners, whatever you want to call you around. You can raise money even in the current space. So raise the money that you need to get to at least somewhat of a utility, an MVP or whatever, and then start adding to your runway by selling NFTs, getting people into the project from the public side, from the community side. but then provide the value and utility with these NFTs in a matter of 3 to 6 months. Not,
Right.
I'm going to raise it now and then please wait for it 18 months, but we're promising it's going to be worth it. And then we're going to delay twice and you see NFT utility in 2.5 years.
Right.
It's just wrong.
Yeah, and then as well as you know how fast. I remember 2 years ago we were barely even playing with Uniswap, barely. I mean, there was barely any liquidity.